67% of wealthy people surveyed said they weren't going for wealth, for cars and boats and trips. They were going for the freedom. This is not money. This is just dumbness. It's no king, dude. Like cash is not king. Cash is shit. That's why when I was 35 years old, no one knew that I was a millionaire. If you can do this, I guarantee you'll be rich. This is what they don't teach you at Harvard.
인생을 바꾸다입니다. 이번 영상은 그랜트카돈의 영상인데요. 그는 흑수저였고 ADHD, 강박장애 등이 있었지만 모든 것을 극복하고 자수성가한 미국의 대표적 억만장자입니다. 이 영상은 그랜트카돈이 그의 직속 직원들에게 자기가 무일푼 바닥에서 억만장자로 성공할 수 있었던 자신만의 돈에 대한 비밀을 알려줍니다. 제가 생각한 이 영상의 가치는 1000만 원 이상의 가치가 있기 때문에 꼭 집중해서 많은 것을 얻어가시길 바랍니다.
I'm going in there to talk about money. You got to change the way you look at money. This is not money right here, okay? This is not money. This is just dumbness. This is you not making a decision. This is you being lazy saying, man, $1 million and I'd be set. Just do the math on $1 million. I did this when I was 34 years old. $1 million. If you didn't have any more income and you were, how old are you? 27 years old and you didn't have any income, $1 million, 27, you don't have any more income, how long would that money last? At $4,000 a month, you got 25 years. Where can you live on $4,000 a month? By the way, $4,000 a month assumes no other income, Social Security system's broken, Medicare is broken, because they are already. It's just a matter of when. Probably going to happen in most of your lifetimes. You'd have to live on $4,000 a month for 25 years. You will be 52 years old, my friend, and dead broke. $4 grand a month is what? $1,000 a week? You're spending probably $900 a month on groceries. What's your rent? $3,000. You got like 12 years left, and you're a millionaire. Everybody's like, oh my God, the iconic millionaire. You're wealthy. You're not wealthy, dude. You're worried is what you are, okay? Because you don't have new income. Are you married? Okay, married kids? Okay, the 2 kids will cost $1.5 million each to get through college. So you're busted. You understand? So when you come to work in the morning, you're like, man, I need to make 80 grand this year. I need to make 8,000 or 10,000. You guys got to change your think on money. Any inflation, this equation right here doesn't assume any inflation. It assumes everything stays the same and his rent never goes up. His car payments don't go up. Nothing goes up. It's impossible. It's an impossible cycle. The problem is nobody talks about this because nobody wants to go on TV and say, hey, millionaires are basically middle class people that are worried about money. So when I did the math at 33 years old, I'm like, dude, I need a lot of money. This is where the whole 10X concept comes up from, all right? 10 million with no new income, you could probably live the life you wanted to. So how would you get that if that's the number? Because this is clearly not the number. Everybody agree with that? Yes. By the way, if you make 40 grand a year for the next 25 years, you're going to make $1 million anyway. You're going to make the money. If you make $80,000 a year, every time you double this, you cut the years. It takes 12 and a half years. If you make $160,000 a year, it takes you 6 years, right? Or you could just go make $1 million in a year. So you got to do the math. If you hadn't done the math, if you're going for the wrong target, I'm always talking about targets in here. You and the husband, you and the wife need to get the target right. Your attention needs to be on this. This is the target. It's not the watch, it's not the car, and it's not the vacation. It's freedom. 67% of wealthy people surveyed said they weren't going for wealth, for cars and boats and trips. They were going for the freedom of worry, to not be concerned about money every day. I want to be concerned about my kids. I want to be concerned about, what we do when we have time together. I want to be concerned about how happy I am in my marriage. I don't want to be worried about pieces of paper that I don't have enough of, or where it's going, or what things cost. And I started with zero, just so you guys know. I didn't have anything. So how am I going to get to there? You can, but you need to stay focused, okay? So number one thing you got to do is this. You got to change the target, and you need to look at the target daily. The target, you have the wrong target right now. If you're struggling, you have the wrong target. Number two, you need to get your income to a place. This is a fascinating concept right here. Okay, if you can do this, I guarantee you'll be rich. You need to get your income not to what pays your bills, but to where you can save 40% of your gross income is saved. Okay, now you want to talk about something difficult? This is way more difficult than that. If you can do this, you will get that. All right, so when you sit down and do the math, what would it take for you to save 40% of your income? So watch what happens. If you make $10,000 a month and you want to save $40,000 of it, you would pay yourself first. The government doesn't let you do that. They don't trust you. They're like, no, get that money from him first before he blows it. We know he's going to blow it. Okay? We know the IRS is going to they're going to withhold probably
40%.
4,000 of it. So look, if you'll pay the freaking IRS $4,000 of 10, you need to figure out how to pay yourself $4,000. What's the problem here? You got to live on 2. So just keep doing the math out. This is the math you need to do with your spouse. You need to keep working it out until you're like, he's like, let's go buy a new car. Yeah, we ain't got any money for a new car. That's why when I was 35 years old, no one knew that I was a millionaire. Nothing had changed. I was still running with shit shoes, buying $40 shoes and working a shirt out as long as I could. And like, nobody saw, I didn't have fancy cars. I'm driving a Camry with $1 million in the bank. Because I was using this, okay? I pay the IRS. I've always paid those bastards. And then what I did was, I'm like, I'm a bank $4,000. And then I realized, dude, I can't live on 2. It's making my life hard to do this. This money, by the way, a better word for saving is storage. I was storing money, not saving money. I'm storing it. I'm stockpiling, if you like. You don't want to save money. It's worthless. It's like saving a legal pad. A legal pad is only good if you use it. Money is only good if you use it. How many heard this term? Cash is?
King.
It's worthless. Cash is worthless. It's not a king. It's no king, dude. Like cash is not king. Cash is shit. It just sits there and dies. Or you lose it. If you leave money in this storage account too long, guarantee you it will disappear. It always has in your life. If you look back over your life, the longer this money sits in storage, Pablo Escobar, was he the drug king? Yeah. That was his biggest problem. Mold, bugs, somebody steal it, rats. You don't want to leave it in storage too long because it's going to zero. All cash goes to zero. All right, so now when you do this math, you're like, dude, how much money do I actually need? Let's kick this up to $20,000. At $20,000, what happens? You're saving 8. Storage. You're paying 8. And now you can live on 4. See, now this is the right way to do a budget. This is what they don't teach you at Harvard. So second thing to do, you gotta keep playing this 40% game. You guys need to be heavily money motivated from a survival standpoint. Okay, number 3 thing you're gonna do. You're gonna go broke right here and invest the storage. Storage has to get invested. The golden goose is only good if she lays eggs. Otherwise you can kill her. Eat her for a chicken. Need eggs. Money needs to make babies, right? So your goal right here is to invest the storage money and continue to do that until this money over here, the passive money, is equal to your income. It's a tough game, man. Right? So what would I do? I'd go out, I'm going to make $30,000. I'm going to store 12. I'm going to pay the IRS. I'm going to live on 6. In Miami, you're like, there's no money left over. But there's $6,000 in storage right now. $6,000. Keep pumping the 6. Keep pumping it until you find a place where you're like, I'm going to invest this money now. When you make this move right here, do not invest in anything that is a maybe. Okay? You don't want to put your money in anything that's Bitcoin. You can't risk this money. Warren Buffett says don't lose money, number 1. Number 2, don't lose money. I would tell you, number 3, don't lose money. So what can you invest in? You can't leave it in the bank because that's losing money. They don't pay you anything. It takes you 833 years to double your money at the bank today. 833 years. to double your money at today's bank rates. So if you guys don't know this, you need to start looking at this saying, hey, at night, man, what am I doing with my money, man? Confront the beast. Right? So right here, the passive income, your target right here should be my passive income now exceeds my monthly income. You just need to do the math on it. How much money would I need invested? Jared, where are you at? Don't you exceed your income right now?
Passive income is about 11.
So his monthly income exceeds his salary. That's what you're looking for right there. Not his whole bonus and everything at the end of the year, but okay, so look, it's simple. Target, what's your new target?
Freedom.
Yeah, freedom. But let's put a number on it. So your first target should be $10 million and nothing short of that. And everybody in the room can do it. Second thing, you got to get your income to 40%. You got to get your income to where you can bank 40% of your income. This is the most difficult part of this in the beginning, because you're starving here until you confront the real problem. The real problem is income. Third thing is, this money, you need to stay broke with this money. You need to get this money in a sacred account somewhere where no one is going to jack with this money. I remember my mom called me once and she's like, I got this thing going on. I'm like, I can't help you. I had a bunch of money sitting aside. No, anybody came to me for help, it was like, I'm not your guy. I'm not the bank. Can't help you, dude. I got my own shit going on here. I'm busted all the time. I'm broke all the time. This is what I got on me today. Okay, like I'm piling up everything right now to make another deal. Right? So that's what it means by being broke. It doesn't mean get money, blow it. It means get money, store it, okay? Find a place that's going to go where you don't lose the money. Number 3, don't lose money. Cars, don't buy them, lease them. Okay? You're where you live. Don't own it, rent it. Don't own anything, dude. Just stack cash and wait till you can put it in something where it won't be lost. It just goes away for a while. And inflation over time, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, one day you look up and like, okay, I didn't lose my golden egg, which that thing is protected. I got a little drip every month from it. And you keep adding to that so the drip gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you can come to work on Monday and say, dude, I got money coming in here, I got money coming in here, but I'm broke all the time, so I got to keep replacing the gain. You know, when do you get off the treadmill? Whenever you want to. Once you get to there.
인생을 바꾸다입니다. 오늘 영상은 어떻게 보셨나요? 그랜트카돈은 목표 설정과 계산의 중요성을 강조하였습니다. 저도 목표로 잡은 금액을 달성하는 그날까지 영상을 계속해서 돌려보고 동기부여할 것입니다. 영상 속 그랜트카돈이 직원들에게 그 방에 있는 누구든지 할 수 있다고 말한 것처럼 우리도 얼마든지 할 수 있습니다. 여러분의 변화를 응원합니다. 감사합니다.